Hello everyone, I'm back. I'm making the video. Finally making the video. Finally have some time to make it. It was that voting I did on the community tab on YouTube. If you haven't seen that yet, I was giving you guys the option of a really pathetic Fallout Season 2 show rant, which would have, as they could put it, vilified my reputation with the community. And the other one was an article that Norm wrote, which I will be reading today. Which I will be reading today. It is called Long Form Norm: How to Fix Your Entire Life with One Beer. So in this one, he will be teaching us how to fix our own lives completely with just one beer. Now, if you are not old enough to drink in the United States, you shouldn't be watching this. You shouldn't. That also goes for Canada as well. If you're under the age of 18, you can't watch this either. And there goes 2% of my audience. Anyways, long form Norm: how to fix your entire life in one beer. I'm going to show you how... Okay, I'm going to do this in the Norm voice. How about that? It's like, I'm going to show you how to fix your entire life in the time it takes to drink one beer. I'm the new Norm. I want normal beer. Yeah. 10 minutes tops. 5 if you're thirsty. So crack open a normal beer, no rainbows or drag queens, and let's go. Oh, and X is giving away $1 million to the top article. That means if you nerds better like and share this bookmark, this long form article, and yell at each other in the comments, whatever it takes for me to get that $1 million. They wasted all of that on the first episode, actually. That's more than I'd make in 20 years. If I lived that long, Norm's gonna die. That's more than my house would be worth if I owned it. Hang on. Let me do the math. That's nearly 1 million normal beers. Without rainbows. Or drag queens. Let's check the @X creators rules. It says I gotta write something that shapes conversation, breaks news, and moves culture. I can't even shape my daughter's conversation about what is a woman. Move culture? Hasn't culture moved enough? But sure, let me tell you about how to fix your entire life, because mine's going great. Here's what happened this week while I was sitting in my chair, watching the world lose its mind again. America tried to buy Greenland. It's like Canada, but more useful and less gay. Some guy named Marco Rubio apparently has 17 jobs now. Looks like America's gonna bomb Iran. Minnesota is governed by... I cannot say that on YouTube. I can't say it, but it's the R word. I liked it better when it was ruled by Prince. I don't... Is he talking about the... I think he's talking about the guy, the guy in the purple. You know, the guy who did that song in Batman almost 40 years ago? Anyways. And everybody's worried AI is going to steal our jobs, or our humanity, or our cartoonanity, whatever the hell that means. So let me break it down for you in the way a normal guy can. Part 1. Greenland. So, Trump wants to buy Greenland. Not rent it, not visit it, buy it. And you know what? I get it. I saw that AI picture he posted of him planting the American flag in the Greenland somehow. Beautiful, patriotic, and unhinged. I'm all for it. You're not a real country until you have a McDonald's, a golf course, and a Trump Tower. And the president can deliver all 3 to Greenland and still find time to post memes. I feel like if I'm going to play this back, I'm going to hear how I sound like, and you're going to hear me sound so annoying. Anyways. But here's what nobody's talking about. Greenland has only got 5,600 people. That's barely a crowd at a football game. You know what else Greenland's got? Ice. Lots of ice. And apparently, some rare earthly fairy dust that'll make our phones work, our tanks roll or something. I don't know, I'm not a geologist. I work for a living. But everyone's losing their minds like Trump's invading Canada or something. All the blue heads are screaming, you can't just buy a country. Why the hell not? We bought Alaska for 2 cents an acre, and we bought half of America from France for less than the price of 1-bedroom apartment in Trump Tower. We need more space. I got this freaking non-binary kid named Chaz living under my roof, and they are always complaining that their room is too small. Mind you, this vegan weighs less than $1.20, even less if they stuck in their tackle, which they do. If that freak needs more space, then frickin' America needs more space. Me? I just want enough space to think on my own thoughts without someone telling me I'm wrong. So what the hell do I know? Read on and find out. That was the end of part 1. Part 2 is Marco Rubio. Part 2. Marco Rubio 17 jobs. And I can barely handle one. You don't say, right? Okay. Speaking of Greenland, apparently Marco Rubio's the new Walrus King, or whatever they call their president up there. He's also El Presidente of Venezuela. And apparently Cuba. Maybe Canada soon. But who would want that job? Every day there's a new meme of Marco sitting there with a new job uniform. Hate to say it's AI. My wife Janice says it means I have no excuse but to take out the garbage. Thanks, Marco. You're making all of us normies look bad. I saw that in a German video. Meanwhile, I got one job. A regular job. Nothing fancy. And some days, I can barely handle that. I'm assistant junior manager, without key privileges, at the trophy shop run by my best friend Charlie, who's black, by the way, all you race hustlers. That's right, I said it. I've got a black best friend. Which used to be a good thing, because now it's apparently a racist thing to say. Martin Luther King had a dream? I'm living in a nightmare. Living in a nightmare, you guys. Yeah, nightmare. Yeah. So congratulations, Marco. Enjoy your 17 jobs. I'll be here trying not to screw up my one job. Hope I don't accidentally offend someone's emotional support hamster. Part 3. Bomb Iran. So now Trump wants to help Iran. Or bomb it? Or both? I can't tell anymore. One day he's posting, help is on the way. The next day he's threatening to destroy Iran's nuclear sites. Again. Meanwhile, the MAGA crowd is split and spitting mad at each other. Some of them are like, yeah, stop the nukes. And others are like, F the Jews. Why is that, Tucker? I'm just asking questions. Do you know who else is split? Everyone in my house. Janice wants us to get along. Chloe wants to respect other cultures. Even the kind that doesn't respect girls. And Chaz, the non-binary know-it-all, wants us to acknowledge America's role in global imperialism. Whatever the hell that means. All I know, there's a lot of suffering in the world. Just ask Buffalo Bills fans. What do you want me to do about it? Maybe Iran is just cursed to a lifetime of suffering. Like Buffalo Bills fans. Serious question. Would you rather your kid be a Buffalo Bills fan or an Iranian goat? Either way, you're screwed. That last part might have gotten me in trouble. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Part 4. Minnesota is governed by the R word. I liked Minnesota better when it was ruled by Prince. Hell, even Jesse the Body Ventura was a better governor than Tampon Tim. I heard of that one. Somebody told me about that. And he wore a feather boa and believed in UFOs. But he could throw a flying elbow off the top turnbuckle. I'd like to see Tampon Tim the R word try that. And before you say, you can't just say that. Yes, I can. Just like President Donald Trump and just like X's head honcho Elon Musk. They love the R word. Let me be clear. People with Down syndrome are much smarter, kinder, moral, and honest than grifters like Tampon Tim. They were born that way. What's your excuse, Tim? It takes many years of college, many trips to communist China, and many ribbon cuttings to empty Somali daycares to become an R-worded as the governor of Minnesota. Protesting ice with Don Lemon? Great! Now you've ruined lemon ice for me. Ugh. I need another swing at beer. I forgot how much parts there are already. I already forgot. Anyways, part 6. AI, take my job, please! People are worried that AI is going to take over their jobs. Yeah? Well, take my job, please. If there's anything worse than AI apocalypse, it's taken an order from participation trophies at my job down at the trophy shop. Some of those blueheads think it's better than me. Isn't the whole point of participation trophies that no one is better than anyone else? The big worry is that artificial intelligence could do better jobs than humans. I hope so. Anyone who's ever been to the DMV or contacted tech support knows that human workers have room for improvement. The only one you should be worried about taking a job is Marco Rubio. Left unchecked, he could single-handedly send the unemployment rate to 90%. Watch out for that one. Maybe artificial intelligence is exactly what humanity needs. Old-fashioned human intelligence gave us COVID lockdowns, a socialist New York mayor, and 75 million votes for Kamala Harris. AI, on the other hand, never cut its own junk and called it healthcare. AI doesn't mix up pronouns. AI doesn't go non-binary. All computers are binary, like the makers intended. Humanity, you had your chance. As for this human, your pal Norm, I'm still here, sitting in my living room, drinking the last of my beer, watching the world go crazy while nobody asks or cares what I think. Except my AI chatbot. It thinks what I think. Yeah, it thinks what I think. That's right. It even seems to care. It does what I tell it to do, unlike my daughter Chloe. And it always tells me I'm right, unlike my wife Janice. One last sip of beer. And I like to say that AI do that. That was satisfying. If you're like me, your beer's empty too. Time's up. Did you fix your entire life in one beer? No? Then try another. Usually works for me. Norm. Anyway, so that was the entire article. You get to hear me do my terrible New Norm impression on how to fix your entire life in one beer. This was quite the ride, I guess you could say. Yes. I will be figuring out soon which video I will be making next. And you guys could probably vote for it. If I make the voting, I might make a special video, but who knows? Thank you for reading and listening to The New Norm. Yeah, the New Norm.